Welcome to the LAGGSPIKE podcast. I am your host, Mike Chalice, and with me, in a slightly different order, we have Mr. Gloom and Doom, Sam Landry.
Woof.
The boss of bosses, Josh Quigley.
How's it going?
And the man with the beard, Mr. Chia Pet himself, Matt Burns.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
We can.
Finally. Why has no one said that yet?
Oh, I've been looking at all that stuff the whole time.
Tomorrow is Beware the 5th.
It's Revenge of the
Revenge
Fifth.
of the Fifth.
Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Everybody at this table gives a shit, actually.
Not the one that's most important. Me.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about on the podcast this week. We're going to go over, of course, our E3 predictions as we promised last week. We have an interesting way we're going to be doing that. We're going to do a little bit of Hearthstone talk, and we're going to talk a little bit about that ukulele.
So excited.
So excited, and crazy numbers there. But before we do any of that, we are going to talk a little bit about Extra Life. So, Matt, why don't you start with what that is?
You were ready to ask me, weren't you?
I was, because you're on my left.
So, Extra Life is a fundraising campaign that gamers do. It's going to be in November. We're going to raise some money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And as everyone that has been listening knows, if as a collective group we raise $20,000, I am going to bake my head and get rid of the beard. But exciting news on that. I've actually been talking to some people and seeing some of the other Extra Life teams, and it's being lowered to $2,500.
Really?
$2,500 as a team.
Okay.
Is there
a reason for that?
I just seeing a bunch of the other Extra Life teams and talking to some of the people and a lot of the other.
So instead of doing 20 grand, it'll be 2,500.
2,500. The beard is gone.
Okay. On that note, I want to mention that we are putting together a basket. We are going to be at the Fredericton Gaming Expo on August 15th and 16th. We have a really, really good basket. It's really shaping up. Things like the Chic Amiibo, which is harder to find. We also have copies of some video games, some Disney gaming Blu-rays that I'll be putting up. That basket will be raffled off, obviously, all the money going to Extra Life, and that should put a pretty darn good dent in that, I'd say. So any local listeners or anybody who wants
come down. If you're
come down. It'll be at the Fredericton.
If you live in Mexico, come on down.
The New Brunswick
come visit us.
Exhibition
okay.
Center.
We'll chill.
But this charity is very important because it goes to Children's Miracle Network hospitals. If you do want to join our team, please feel free to join our team and try and raise at least $100. And if you can't, or you don't think you're going to be able to do that number, then just donate to one of the people on the team. It's on the main website at gaminglag.com. Just click on the banner at the top. What, Sam?
100 grand. I will get the Gaming Lag logo tattooed on my body.
100 grand. Watch just some company just some millionaire walks up and goes, here's 100 grand. I think it'd be funny.
I already told them that if I win the lottery, it's happening.
Wait. If one person donates 100 grand, do they get to pick where the tattoo goes?
No, it's going on my back.
Can it be your whole back?
No.
That would be the best.
No, I think if somebody donates 100
honestly
grand,
think
they
after
get
that
to pick.
I would be single.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that.
No, that really doesn't negatively affect anybody else at this table.
Yeah.
God.
So we're moving on from that. Please support Extra Life, obviously, but we also like to support Gamers, which is a page on our website dedicated to other gamers like ourselves trying to make content, podcasts, websites related to gaming. Anything along those lines, you can fill out an application on our website and we will add you. We do that every Sunday. It's not an automated process, so please bear with us as that happens. And every week we feature 4 people to go right on the main page, and that'll help them out and I mean, obviously explore all of them because there is some really great content out there. First up, this week we have Steve the Nord. He has a YouTube and Twitch channel. We have Neon Bun Bun,
my favorite
who
name.
who has great cosplay and a Facebook and Twitch channel. Psychotic Felix, who is a Twitch channel, and Revelin, who has a Twitch channel. So please check those guys out, as well as all of the Gamers Support Gamers folks.
Hey, Mike, where'd you get that shirt?
I believe I got it on the swag shop at gaminglag.com. Where'd you get that one?
At the same place.
Same place?
Yeah.
What an amazing shop. It's the only and best way to support us. It is on gaminglag.com. Click on shop or go to gaminglag.spreadshirt.com, and you are able to purchase these items as well as some coffee mugs and some other items. Matt can't wear his sweater that he got because it's green, and we've had that experience before. And
which is surprisingly okay.
All the proceeds from that swag shop go to us, though, in order to be able to
good
continue
quality,
to do this.
Comfortable.
Yep.
Not bad.
It's so nice.
Yeah. So really, really great stuff. Obviously, they look good, they're comfortable, and really easy way to support us and get some stuff in return instead of just donating. So what have you been doing this week, guys? Who wants to jump in and start?
I have probably the shortest
Yeah,
list,
so go ahead, man. Fire away.
put in Fallout 3 into the PlayStation again. Yeah, that's a thing.
Jerk.
Yeah, I know. I made you play too. Knights of the Old Republic on the iPad, and way too much time into Destiny.
Yeah. I'm going to go next because my list is actually, I think, only about twofold. I did play PT. Me and Sam streamed that earlier, and we successfully did it all the way through.
Only got scared once.
Only a little bit of pee.
We've played that like 3 times, and we still got scared when she jumped us.
What was that lady's name again?
Lisa.
Lisa.
I was yelling at that
Jeez.
damn PlayStation
Yeah,
camera
man.
microphone because I thought you had to talk to her in order to get the baby to laugh.
No, but apparently
I
you
was
did.
like, Lisa, pay attention to me.
no.
Linda.
Yeah. Hey, Lisa. Danger zone.
I also played a lot of Shovel Knight. I'm about halfway through that game again, but I'm trying to explore all the secrets. Fantastic indie game. Please go check that out. And I've also played a lot of Destiny this week because Iron Banner was out and I wanted to get some of the armor pieces, which I now have. So, who else?
I had a very short list this week. I saw Matt playing Fallout 3, which then made me play Fallout 3. And then I spent way too much time throwing mines on the floor behind the wall. Experience in the hardest possible way. And I played way too much Destiny this week. Way too much time on that game.
Obviously we talk about the Destiny stuff in depth in our Last Word podcast on Thursdays. That being said, all the announcements about Destiny has sort of hyped us all up a little bit. Even Sam's been playing a little bit, and he's been the biggest one that's been turned off of it lately. So
A lot of it.
yeah, Sam, what have you been playing this week, buddy?
Destiny.
And he throws his head down in shame.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, I finally decided to just buck up and get my Titan to 20.
Yep.
Got that. Instantly went from 20 to 27. Gotta love having that extra gear laying around.
Yeah.
Got my first Crota piece for it, which is good.
Yep.
Went from 27 to 28. Still can't do hard mode, but hey, we're good. Hey, Matt, you're going to carry me through it again? Thank you.
Yep.
We do every other week. It's not a big deal.
My name is not a certain other person. That
Yeah,
shall
no
not
kidding.
be named.
Right?
All right,
We'll go into that. Yeah,
last
we'll go into
word.
that.
All right.
Last word,
Final Fantasy 14 still. GTA 5 played another heist, which was hilarious. Let's just say that when you get the Hydra, yes, they played Danger Zone over the PA.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
nice.
Which is the best thing ever. Some more Killing Floor. Getting more of that, leveling up my character, unlocking some perks, which is not bad. And then, like Mike said, some PT. Got the little bit of poo and pee came out.
Hopefully we didn't lose the footage from that because mine and Sam's reaction to actually successfully doing it was pretty extravagant.
Yeah, they're actually doing it one, and then the stream crashed, so
Yes.
I kind of shut Elgato down before it was finished uploading. So we'll hope
Yeah.
to dear God that
Hopefully we still got
it
it.
got something.
We'll move on to the news though because as much as people love listening to what we've been playing, we like to talk a little bit more about some of the big things happening in gaming every single week.
Actually, tune in for the news. Come on.
Yeah, biggest news of the week though for sure is the Banjo Kazooie spiritual successor raised a $1.5 million sum in 24 hours.
The first million was in 6 hours.
Yes, and the
40
target
minutes
goal
for
I believe
700.
was something like 130,000, and they hit
250.
and they doubled that in an hour.
Yeah.
So obviously there's some Banjo fans like myself.
If you haven't,
Imagine
Yeah.
somebody wants Banjo back.
Yeah.
if you haven't checked it out, it's called Ukulele.
Yep. It is literally Banjo Kazooie with different characters because it's a lizard and a bat.
It's a chameleon.
Chameleon and a bat. A chameleon is a lizard.
It's still a chameleon.
It's in the
not just
lizard
a
family.
It's
Anyway, it's a
But,
chameleon and a bat.
Oh boy,
Like, I
here's
watched-
that hair.
I went on the Kickstarter video and watched it, and it's the original, like, I think 4 or 5 guys from Rare who
Yeah.
had started Banjo-Kazooie working
Yep.
on this. So it's, and in the video they talk about, being the atmosphere they're in and everything. It looks pretty cool seeing them do that.
I'm excited to see it. They also said the game is going to be like $20. Like it's not going to be a full-fledged AAA title. It's
If
going to be
you-
digital.
If you do $10, you can get it just by doing $10.
Don't you? Yeah, you get the download.
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
the,
you get the
download. If you do like 20, you get a choice between physical or digital download.
I wish I had 1,500 pounds though, because they have a Nintendo 64 cartridge for it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I don't think I'm going on my trip anymore.
That sounds really
Right.
cool.
No, I get dumb.
Some of those perks are awesome.
It's bound to happen soon.
No,
anyways.
it's-
Yeah. Might have to look into that, though. Very exciting, obviously, for people who have been missing 3D platformers, like the true collectathon ones. Those are, we haven't had one of those in a while.
I'm about
Yeah.
180 pounds. How much do you weigh?
157.
All right. Josh?
No.
I think between all four of us, we have enough pounds.
Congratulations, you found the world's slimmest argument.
Seriously?
Oh, pun intended. Hey, yeah.
It's contagious. It's contagious.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
And
Moving
I'm
on.
sorry.
Moving
Better
on.
not.
I found this kind of interesting, actually. The Last of Us DLC, the Left Behind DLC that's about Ellie, is going to be standalone on PS3 and PS4. So you're
Do
gonna be
they
able to
really
pick
need
that up.
any more freaking money?
Naughty
Yeah.
Dog can have as much money as they want.
Hey, Naughty Dog, you want my here?
You bought
want
the
Naughty Dog? That's yours. You just take it.
That one
I don't
too.
care.
I'm keeping my
How
wallet.
many
I'm getting
times have
married
you-
later this year.
3? You bought the
Put
game
the
3
wallet
times?
on the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 times, yeah.
2 physical copies and a digital.
I've never actually bought the game.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I got the game for free and then sold it.
All right. Moving on to the
Big deal.
next. Soul Calibur developer is preparing for something huge and wants to know what your favorite Soul Calibur character was. I'm assuming that means Soul Calibur 6 or whatever they're on.
So, anybody remember their Soul Calibur characters?
The only one I remember is Killick, which was the staff
yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
The
I
only
like
one I
Killick.
remember is the one with the soul sword.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
do
don't
you
know.
actually remember him, or do you remember the guy with the soul sword?
I remember the guy
Because
with
that's
the-
pretty easy
I
to
never
remember.
played it.
There's some. I know towards the end of the podcast the name's going to come to me, but I can picture him. He's got the 2 swords, and he's
Yeah, I
also.
know who you're talking about.
I also remember a lot of
He's
this.
also a summon in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, well, that's
Well, no
that's
clothes either. A lot
that's
of
pretty
Yeah.
standard across the
What? Are you
across
sure
the
you're not thinking
industry.
of Dead or Alive?
No, but that too. They're in
or
that
Mortal
too.
Kombat or Street Fighter
Or all the other
or
games.
any other.
Moving on.
Not Dragon Ball.
Moving on, developers now have the power to request bans on specific people on Steam.
Yeah.
So if they're being bad for the community or poisoning the community in any
Good.
way, and a developer notices that, they can actually request Steam to ban them, which is awesome.
That's-
Because obviously Steam doesn't monitor every individual game.
That should be like a whole. That ties into the whole huge, like anti-cyberbullying campaign.
Yeah, for
which
sure.
is good.
Absolutely.
Get that done.
The Dota 2 Compendium raised $4 million overnight for a prize pool. That is insane
So
how
are
much
we
you
just
win
gonna
for
start practicing
MOBAs.
Dota 2?
I'm never going to practice that game. Are you kidding me?
Well, we can get good at it.
That
The
is
game-
ridiculous. Sum of
It's
money.
now that's the prize pool, but that means that first place is at least going to get like 2 million of that.
So let's all quit our jobs, practice this, and boom, we get like.
That sounds like a really dark future for us. Yeah,
the
I'll
light
quit
flickered.
as the lightning comes down behind us. There's 3 developers right now that I've read. EVE Online is raising money for the Nepal earthquake. The Far Cry 4 developers raising money for Nepal, and so is Bungie. They're raising money for Nepal. Bungie's is actually interesting. They're selling a really nice T-shirt that's
And a
$25
custom
bucks,
shader.
and a custom shader and a custom emblem that they will give to you later this year if you donate if you pay for the $25
Yeah, but then-
shirt.
but then-
you get those later.
But then you gotta pay to download it.
No,
Just following the
it's
trend.
Bungie, not Activision, doing this. That being said,
Okay, that's
I've
fair.
heard some bad reviews about how much the shipping charges are like across seas, because there's a lot of people saying that it was like $60 to have it shipped to the UK, which is just astronomical. So
Yeah.
a lot of people are saying no thanks, I'll just donate the money to Nepal. But really, really cool. The shirt's really nice, and the shaders and the emblems look cool.
For anybody who's big in the gaming industry, like if as a gamer, you have to appreciate any time that anybody linked to the gaming industry does something big like this, because
It does something positive.
Yeah.
The reality is that they don't have to. There's 1,000 developers that aren't. 3 developers I read about that are, so that's really good.
well, it takes away the image of gamers being kids making jokes about your mother.
Yeah.
To
People
a
really
good
trying to-
chunk of us who actually are adults and care about the world around us.
One of the reasons why Extra Life is so important and why we're big supporters of that. So,
Good time.
yeah. Moving on to the next, there was a reveal for a May DLC for Dragon Age Inquisition, which is going to be free, actually.
People still play the
which
game?
is hugely surprising because BioWare is EA owned.
Yeah.
So they're
Well,
releasing a
that's-
free DLC.
That's the please don't just drop us and go to Witcher
yeah.
DLC.
What game?
It's-
I guess
it's-
I never tied that two together.
it-
That's actually smart.
It's
on their
actually
end.
in the title.
Yeah.
What game?
Dragon Age Inquisition.
They're gonna call the DLC the Warlock.
Is that like is that the prequel to Dragon Age Origins?
Sure. It's going to be the main character of it's going to be Gerald. And
How many swords does he have?
moving on, Assassin's
Probably
Creed.
two.
The Assassin's Creed movie is going to start filming in September.
Nice.
I believe Michael Fassbender is going to be in that.
Michael Fassbender
He's
is
going to
playing...
play Da Vinci.
No,
No.
No.
who's he playing?
Damon.
Damon. Who's Damon?
No, try again.
He's not playing Altair.
Yeah.
No,
Is
he's
he
playing
really?
Damon. If you look,
There's no such thing as a Damon.
Desmond, sorry.
Yeah.
He plays
Desmond.
Desmond on the
Oh, okay.
IMDb page. It says Desmond Miles.
Then they changed it again because it was listed as him as
I
Altair.
mean, I'm sorry, people. I
or-
normally don't phone on the podcast, but I need to figure
Are
it
they
out.
That is
doing
not
it
true. You
as
always
he's
do.
Altair, who's actually Desmond? So we're just gonna call him Desmond.
Maybe.
Yeah. You don't get a big star like Michael Fassbender and don't want him to play a lead of
Yeah.
some sort.
No. Did they take it off?
Oh.
Oh, okay. They don't even have him listed anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll probably keep that under hush hush until they have like some sort of teaser.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that actually.
I whacked my hand and that hurt.
Anyway, Michael Fassbender is a huge star. You're not going to get him unless you
He's-
want him in a lead.
He got
it just makes no
he got
sense.
Huge.
He's
Fast.
massive now. Yeah,
Like,
he's
just like overnight.
he's Magneto, man. He will crush your car if you don't give him a role somehow. Splatoon's getting a Nintendo Direct this week, which is I don't know how
Why not
I was
just wait till E3?
I was completely deflated about Splatoon as soon as they said there's not going to be in-game communication.
Do I need to go get the helium can?
That was an awful joke.
Wow.
It was,
And,
yeah.
I'm actually audio editing that. No, not really.
You've done that before.
Podcast.
Interestingly enough, but to nobody's surprise, of course, Watch Dogs 2 was spotted on a Ubisoft employee's resume.
Still
It's
not gonna be
coming,
as good
obviously.
as Watch Dogs 1.
I actually think most Ubisoft games are going to follow the same pattern, and I've said this before on the podcast. I think Watch Dogs 2 is probably going to be really good.
And then
Watch
3,
Dogs
4,
1
5, 6,
was
7, 8, 9, 10,
awful.
11, and 12 will all suck.
Yes.
2 is gonna be where they peak.
4 will be good.
4 will
Oh,
be good
4 would be
because
good,
4
right.
will redefine how it's played because
Yes.
you won't be
4,
the
you'll
same
fly
type of
around
character.
in a spaceship
That-
and you'll be like, yeah!
Well, no, and then they'll sing pirate shanties.
Yes. In the middle of the city.
Do not diss the pirate shanties.
I'm not.
They're awesome.
I'm just saying they're gonna come
He's
back.
just driving his GTO. Pirate's life for me. He's got the Disney tape inside the cassette player. I do think the world they created is really cool, and the interactive, like with hacking and stuff that you can do on the fly is really cool. But the game was
didn't work.
very linear and basically, and I've done everything except for the drinking games in that game, so I almost have a platinum in it. It's just it's a collectathon is what it is. It's like here's the story. The story is crap. Like it's absolute
Watching
crap.
a rock would be
Yeah.
more of an interesting story.
Well,
that
a
rock
couple
ever
of
gonna
times I
roll?
did
I
that
don't
instead
know,
of
maybe.
watching the story. I was sitting there through the credits going like trying to push skip and it wouldn't let me skip. I'm like, I just want the gold trophy. Please stop. It was bad. Payday developers, The Walking Dead is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC, which should be good.
Overkill for anyone who cares.
Overkill, yeah. But anyway, it's going to be good. The Walking Dead's a cool universe
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you
as
know, they
long
just-
as it's not survival instinct.
We
again.
do not talk about that game.
It happened.
That game did not happen.
Matt,
It happened.
Matt, the Walking Dead games that are currently out is Walking Dead Telltales, Episode 1 and Episode 2. There's nothing else out on the market.
Yeah, what is this survival instinct you speak of?
It was a thing.
It was not a
it
thing.
isn't. Try to buy it somewhere.
All right,
I think
so
you'll get shot
we're
with a crossbow.
he goes to try and buy it and literally falls over.
A crossbow bolt
Yeah.
through the face.
And Norman Reedus just walks away.
Matt, yeah,
With
okay.
the crossbow on his back,
All right.
didn't happen.
Moving on.
That's why he stopped doing.
This is sort of
Silent Hills.
a staple as to how, and obviously we do like PlayStation here, and I will admit that I am more of a PlayStation fan than an Xbox fan. That being said, this is a staple of how well PlayStation is doing with their free games for their PlayStation Plus comparatively to Xbox. So PlayStation
Xbox
4,
One specifically.
Xbox One specifically, you're
Xbox
right.
360 is okay.
360's
It's
got
not
some pretty
bad.
good
Yeah,
games.
exactly.
So PlayStation 4 PS Plus games for the month of May are Ether 1, Guacamelee, Race the Sun, Ho Hokum, and The Unfinished Swan, all available for PS4.
Can I just say Guacamelee again for the third time?
It doesn't matter. I haven't tried it yet, but apparently it's a really good game. I'm looking forward to it this time.
I got bored really quickly.
Games for gold for Xbox is Pool Nation. I think it's NX. What? What is it? Pool Nation what?
It's NX.
NX.
Yeah.
But for the second month in a row, it's Pool Nation NX and Castle Storm, which, I mean, that's great, but Castle Storm is one of those games that most people play on mobile. And
honestly,
like, look at the lineup compare, like, PlayStation just has better indies. That's
if
pretty
they
much how it
honestly
works.
went and said, yeah, and we're on top of that, we're going to throw in Tomb Raider.
With all the money,
dust
with
my
all the
PS4.
money they threw at Rise of the Tomb Raider, I half expect that you're gonna see, like, somewhere worked into the deal as we get closer to the release of Rise of the Tomb Raider. Tomb
Sometime
Raider
this
Definitive
year.
Edition will be like a free games for gold, like 3 months before it comes out, so people can get into that universe.
Waiting for my free copy there, buddy.
PlayStation 4.
Can still get
PlayStation
delayed.
4 with PT installed. So the Silent Hills playable teaser that was removed is, some of those PlayStation 4s are selling on eBay right now for $1,800.
Hey.
I will trade mine with my almost 30 platinums for an Arkham Knight PS4. That's cheaper than $1,800.
Yeah.
That really is.
Yeah, it's way better.
I would take the deal, people. Take it.
Take it. Throw in an extra one. I want that PS4 too. I'll give you my PS4.
And you know what?
Two
No.
Arkham Knight PS4s.
No, that's too much now.
No,
That's
it's
still
not.
half the price of.
Shipping and tax, too much.
We'll cover the shipping.
Matt will
I
cover the shipping. All of it.
All right.
Every single shipping.
This was
Ever.
interesting, and I can't remember if we talked about it on last podcast, but the Halo 5 cover art was shown. And it's actually pretty interesting. I'm not sure if any of you guys have seen the picture, but it's basically got Master Chief on the right, was Agent Locke on the left,
Yeah.
and in their silhouettes of their body, there's actually Spartan teams underneath them. So there's a lot of speculation around this that Blue Team, the original team that Master Chief was on, is coming back, and they're all going to, like, come out of the woodwork against, like, Agent Locke and his team of Spartan 4s.
How? Half of them are dead, but okay.
Well, the lore never... The whole thing is that Spartans never die. They're
don't-
missing in action.
Fair. You win this round.
Yeah.
But
Schooled on
it's just-
Halo.
I don't know a lot about the lore, but I did a little bit of research, and the characters in the silhouette look like Blue Team. Maybe that doesn't...
one of them have a robotic arm.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
And one of them is a tall female Spartan with a sniper.
Yeah.
The reality is,
I get it.
is it might not be part of the campaign.
The only one that's questionably still alive is Lucy because she's in Halo 1. Kind of.
Kind of.
On the ship, if you go to a specific state on a computer screen, you can see her body schematics from in the sleeping
Use your words.
pods. I remember. Stasis pods. There we go. The only thing that really pisses me off, though, they're showing this. I'm actually starting to believe my statue is going to be "Hunt the Truth" in big letters.
That would be the best.
I would be really pissed off, actually.
Don't worry.
$300 for this? I could have built this myself for $5.
All things considered,
I've seen
the
you build
amount
things. That's
of-
not
Shut
true.
up.
all things considered, the amount of negativity that they have created with the Master Chief Collection, like all the bad publicity they've gotten, they're doing a very good job promoting Halo 5 in the
They are.
appropriate way. We have no idea what the campaign is yet. I imagine that will be what they launch their E3 press conference of, is with campaign details.
I'm expecting it to be similar to Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Multiple endings, and depending on what you make a decision in the game, it's going to teeter that.
I hope that they do bring back like a Spartan team of some sort, because that sort of is
Halo-
more intriguing to me than just playing Master Chief again.
Honestly, Halo...
But-
Am I the
Halo-
only one who's sitting here thinking they're not releasing story details because they're like, oh crap, we need to fix this?
No.
You might have a delay or something. Who knows?
Say that. It's the only Xbox game
We'll
this
move
year
on
I'm
'cause we're
excited
running a
about.
bit
Come
long
on.
the podcast here. We got a lot
Oh,
of news,
no.
and our E3
Rise of
predictions
the
are going to
Tomb
take a while.
Raider.
Mighty Number 9 release date is September 15th. That was revealed this week, which is great. I'm excited to play that. Big
Isn't
Mega
that-
Man fan.
Is that
If
a
you
Mega Man
want-
clone?
Pretty much. It's pretty much.
To put it bluntly.
But the mechanics are different.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's the guy who originally made.
Does he have a
Mega Man.
battle axe instead of a sword?
No, he doesn't. When did he have a sword?
At one point. In somewhere in the TV
Zero
show,
has a sword.
in one of the TV shows. Look, I'm 13.
Okay,
Don't fight me on
hold
this.
on. He was 13, so he was watching the stupid Teletoon Mega Man where he had like hair and stuff like coming out the back of his helmet. So
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's exactly what he was watching.
That's not right.
That's not on my hard drive currently.
Anyway, very excited. But if you want something that'll tie you over and sort of satisfy your Mega Man needs, play Shovel Knight. H1Z1 Boss says, WoW style MMOs are over, and this is an interesting topic, so anybody who wants to chime in can.
And that's a really bold statement.
That's a
It
very
is.
bold statement.
So I think what he means, and correct me if you disagree, but I think what he means is that WoW and probably Final Fantasy are the only two that market can sustain. Everything else in that style is not going to succeed.
That's fair.
But to be honest, if you're going to say something like those days are over, WoW and Final Fantasy XIV, when it finally got into the market, were really the only two that dominated for.
Yeah.
Like, there have been a lot that have come up and
Well,
they've had hype for a little while, but they never really lived that long.
For anybody who's going to be going, EVE Online and those, WoW style.
Yeah.
Completely
Different genre
different.
completely.
And EVE Online,
Yeah.
to be fair, is a very niche market.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
there are people that love and are completely obsessed with that game. That being said, you want to compare markets? WoW has 11 million subscribers.
You want to
EVE Online does not have a million. I
yeah,
don't
if you want to compare something like that, the EVE Online market, Star Citizen when it comes out is going to just.
Well, who
poop on
knows?
everything.
But
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
never coming out though.
Yeah.
But
you never know. That being said, I think it is a bold statement. I think what he meant is that those two games are pretty much saturating the market. So if anything else
But
comes
they
out,
always
no.
have.
Yeah.
wait. Let's just bring this back to the H1Z1 boss. Aren't we talking about the game who also got pulled from Steam a week after it was released in early access because it wasn't a complete game?
Yep. And
So-
because there were so many bugs, they offered the people's money back and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
so.
and Steam doesn't
Whole
offer
new
you your money
precedent.
back. So, buddy, I go check your stats. Make sure everyone's on your side first before you make comments like that.
Yeah, that being said,
Just-
I kind of am excited for H1Z1, but I really am
I'd rather
more.
play DayZ.
I'm more intrigued for when DayZ comes to PS4 because,
Yeah.
or at least when it comes out on PC with no glitches that send me into the middle of the ocean and make me lose my 3 hours of work.
It's a
That's
lot.
half the fun of the game, though.
No, it's not.
It's a lot more stable now. Except I think rain kills you. It was a bug that I was reading. Rain kills you, but in
you
hindsight,
imagine
it
it
doesn't rain inside houses anymore, so that's good.
That's a positive.
They have the collision on the houses.
Okay.
No, it's a part of the universe. The rain is mini zombies.
Yeah, they get inside your head and they. Yeah.
The rain
Zombies-
is actually how the zombie
But
apocalypse started.
zombies can go upstairs now, so that kind of defeats the purpose of houses.
Last little bit of news we have is Just Cause 3 gameplay was revealed. The trailer was a good trailer. It doesn't reveal a whole lot of gameplay though.
I played the playable trailer for this. I played
did
Just
ya?
Cause 2.
Oh yeah. It's basically the same thing as Just Cause 2, except you get a wingsuit, which I'm okay with.
right?
Yeah.
I refuse to watch it just because I
The
don't want to get
wingsuit in
overhyped
Far Cry
anymore.
4 made me love that game. The ability to be like, all right, there's a mountain, there's a base, jump. Like, it didn't matter. You just.
I really do. My favorite part was you go with the monocopter.
Yeah.
And just wingsuit
And just
your way.
wingsuit your way down. Anyway, that's it for the news this week. We're going to move on because we have a lot more to go through. We have a couple of emails. First one from Vader Van Oden, and I believe we have answered this question, but because we get lots of new viewers, bear with us while we answer this, and we will go through this quick. There are a lot of remasters coming out at the moment, and I'm not a huge fan of it, as I would rather see new games being released. And I think for the most part, they are unnecessary. What are your thoughts? That said, I wouldn't mind a PS4 version of Demon Souls. What game series do you think deserves remastered? I know Mr. Gloom and Doom is keen on a Gears of War remaster. That being said,
Nope. Don't know where you got that information.
yeah. That being said,
You did say it once.
I'm against it. I might have not have talked loud enough.
yeah, remasters are great for if they launch the game that you want remastered. If they remastered Onimusha, Josh would play it. If they remastered Mass Effect, these two would probably play it.
I would.
I would.
And so would Josh. Like
Why would
wouldn't.
Why would I play it? I just boot up my PC.
But you want what you want. That's the reality. The one I would want, and I'm sure it'll get announced, I would like an Uncharted trilogy with all the DLC remastered for PS4.
Yeah.
I honestly don't want to.
Take out the multiplayer.
Yeah,
I
get
don't
rid
want
of it.
multiplayer.
Just-
Don't make multiplayer for Uncharted 4 either. Don't do that. Cut that out.
They're gonna do it.
And I'm not
I know
gonna
they are.
lie, If you remaster The Last of Us again, I'll probably pay for it again.
Why? For what? The PS4?
Because it runs at 90 frames a second, Sam.
Because they changed one minor thing and they need my money.
Yes.
Just donate it to them at this point.
So yes, we all have our... The way that we think of remasters is, yes, it sucks they're coming out. That being said, people keep buying them because a lot of people that are buying these consoles never got a chance to play
Let's put it this way.
You want what you want.
Yep.
Period. End of
Dragon Age
story.
Origins.
Battlefield 4. Bought 3 times. With premium.
Yeah.
That's a mistake.
Grand Theft Auto 5. Xbox 360. PS3. PS4. PC.
Yeah.
I buy games that I like multiple times.
Yes, exactly,
GTA
because you
5
want
was
to play with
Xbox
certain
One, not
different friends
PS4.
and stuff. All right, moving on to the next
PC
question. Thank you very much
Xbox
for
One,
writing
whatever.
in. I should also mention, which I should have before the emails, if you want to write into the show with any gaming questions, please go to gaminglag.com, click contact us, or gaminglag@hotmail.com. We will read some of them on the show. Anybody who sends me an email, though, regardless of if I read them, will be entered into a draw that we will draw for at the end of this month, which will be for some Gaming Lag swag as well as a copy of Assassin's Creed Black Flag for Xbox One.
Cool.
Okay.
And
Nothing.
No, there's nothing
That's
else there. And an agent.
No,
and
no,
an Agents of
yep.
S.H.I.E.L.D. Marvel badge exclusively done through Loot Crate, which was happily donated by Amanda Parizo, a big supporter of us. And
I want to cry.
it will not leave my house until I send it, because otherwise you will not get it.
I'm not stealing it.
Yeah, but they will.
Guys, call off the Wetworks team.
One of our bigger supporters, John Dickinson, also wrote in again and asked, can you have a short topic on Hearthstone the next episode? I and many others have just started playing with the release of the game on iPhones, really enjoying it so far. So what are your thoughts on Hearthstone? I think it's an incredibly well-designed game, and I pick it up a lot, normally for about a week at a time, and then I stop for a while. It's incredibly balanced.
It's fun, but I would really like a physical version of it to come out. I know it'd be hard on the market because of Magic and, Pokemon and all those other card games that stay out. But a physical version would be fun just for I miss the social aspect. Yes, I can sit down and play a couple matches on my console or my PC, but at that point I'm like, why am I playing this?
You're not going to a place with like 10
I can
or 15
play.
people
I can play a
playing.
more entertaining game that isn't. I'm not passing out.
Okay,
playing to.
that's
there's no
actually a fair
conversation,
statement.
right?
I think the biggest problem with the physical version is it doesn't quite work as well as Magic, where Magic you have land that you need to tap and things like that.
Yeah, but they would just
But I
have
guess
their
you
mana
could
cards.
just
You would just have your
or
mana,
you just have like a
mana
dice that
counter.
would,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah,
And then you
okay.
would count it up each turn. It would be.
Anybody else
the
have
same as
thoughts?
that.
I played it for the first 2 weeks and I haven't gone back to it.
Yeah.
I've played very, very little of it.
Don't get me wrong. It's still
One
good,
thing that
but
Blizzard does really well is that when it did release for phones, it was perfect.
It was seamless and seamless, whatever. But my point being that there were no issues, and it wasn't like, oh, by the way, this is coming out next week. It's like you wake up
And
in the
it
morning,
wasn't-
by the way, Hearthstone's out on all phones.
And it wasn't a direct port from the iPad, so it wasn't like this tiny thing you were
Yeah.
looking at. You actually tap the deck; it brings up your full card, so you can
That's-
see everything
I
perfectly.
played
Yeah, they built
And-
an actual game.
Yeah,
versus
absolutely.
porting it,
From
really.
scratch. Yeah, it was really, really well done. So if anybody hasn't checked it out, I mean, it's free to play. You do not need to put money into this game in
Not at
order
all.
to become good. You just need to play it. It is not
You
what
do-
everybody says. It's not pay to
You
win.
do need to be a little lucky though.
Yeah. I mean,
Because-
even the
So
best.
you need to be mad.
Yeah.
Iron Jesus.
Yes.
Lucifer,
Lucifer.
Gabriel.
I don't like Gabriel, but I will accept Lucifer.
Why not Gabriel?
All right, we're going to move on now because we are already 33 minutes into this wonderful episode, and we are going to do E3 predictions. The way we are going to do this is we are going to record these. Each one of us is going to get 7 predictions for each press conference that's happening at E3. The winner will get bragging rights for that year. That being said, we will be
God damn
any
it.
sort of silly predictions are allowed. We will award half points when the time comes if, let's say, you predict a game is going to launch, and you predict it's going to launch and it's going to come out in October, let's say, and the game does get announced, but it's coming out in 2017 or something, you will only get a half point for that. Things like
Oh,
that.
are we predicting times?
Yeah,
I
as
didn't
well, if
realize
you
we
want
were
to.
predicting times.
Yeah, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be just be games.
I'm not doing times at all on it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yep, I have some.
With the way pushbacks happen,
So-
I'm not willing to put my stamp on anything.
At Matt's request. Now, it only has to be announced for that time frame. It doesn't have to
Ah,
actually
okay.
come out. It's just when it's announced. Matt has requested to go first for Bethesda, so we will all go around the table, starting with Matt for Bethesda.
So, I'm gonna get punched
Okay,
here
stop.
in a second.
Let's go. Seriously. Look at this going.
Okay, you are gonna punch me.
Say it.
Go.
In the middle of them talking about Dishonored 2, because Dishonored 2 is gonna happen. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Air raid sirens. Nuke explosion on the screen. 3 dog Eric Dog Dellums will be like, we have breaking news. Ron Perlman's voice. Warn it for changes. 4 on the screen. On fire. No date.
Okay. That is a very specific prediction.
Me and a bunch of people on Twitter were talking about that and how it has to be Eric Todd Dellums and Ron Perlman.
Okay. All right.
So-
Good
I
thing
like
it's
the prediction.
not gonna
though.
happen like that,
I
but all
love
right.
that it's so wacky, though. I love that. All right, Josh, what's your Bethesda prediction? What's your Bethesda prediction? Let's go.
Not Fallout.
All right. Go.
Because just like with the other game that we're not supposed to talk about,
Half-Life 3.
every 3 more years. 3 more years, thanks to Mr. Chalice. Fallout was on my list, despite how much shit I'm giving you guys about it.
Yeah. Okay, so what is your prediction for Bethesda?
I do believe they're going to give us Fallout.
Okay.
It's going to be a teaser at best. Didn't go nearly as thorough as Mr. Birdman here did on it.
Yeah, I like it. I love the prediction. It's
As
wacky.
soon
yeah.
as you said we were doing that, that's all that's been
Yes,
going through
absolutely.
my mind.
Absolutely.
I was thinking they would give us even less, where it's just the sound and the logo, and it's like a couple of seconds long, and that's
Yep.
it. Maybe at the close.
Yep.
Please don't hate us for saying it.
All right, Mike.
You want me to go next?
Go
Okay.
next. I'm last because
My Bethesda prediction you guys are going to hate me for this.
Oh yeah.
Because of the success of Skyrim, they are going to skip over Fallout and announce Elder Scrolls 6, which will not have a release date. They will only announce it.
Okay. So, mine is Elder Scrolls Online crossed out. Skyrim II crossed out. Fallout 4 crossed out. Doom crossed out. And boom, Rage 2.
That's your prediction.
And no announcement date.
Wow.
Just of how successful Rage
So
1
I'm
If
just,
that
I'm
happens-
just going to say that if Rage 2 gets announced, you get a half a point.
Just because how successful Rage
right.
was. It was a great
All
movie
right.
with no bugs and the best ending in any game.
Okay, so we're gonna
Moving on.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna do Square Enix next. We're gonna start at Sam.
Okay.
What is your prediction for Square Enix?
My prediction is, so obviously Final Fantasy 14 Heaven's Word is going to be talked about.
Yep.
Probably a little bit more of a teaser trailer of certain classes and whatnot. And then we're going to find out that Final Fantasy 15 is being pushed back for the simple fact that it's going to be the next expansion for Final Fantasy 14.
Okay. Man, your predictions are way better than mine. My Square Enix prediction is going to be Final Fantasy 15 will have a teaser trailer, which will highlight more of the actual campaign as opposed to just the gameplay. But then it will come out and it will actually say Q1 2016. That is my prediction, not 2015. So they'll have the trailer, but instead of just highlighting gameplay of like throwing the sword and teleporting and stuff, it'll actually come out and show what the campaign is about, why you're on that road trip, things like that. And then it will actually say at the very end, it'll be Q1 2016.
Cool.
Josh?
We are going to spend an enormous amount of time on Deus Ex.
Okay.
Like 3/4 of the conference
Is going to be Deus Ex.
is going to be Deus Ex.
Mankind Divided.
Mankind Divided.
You mean Super War
And then
Awesome?
at the very end, they're going to say, because I love Josh Quigley so much, we're going to reboot Onimusha for you. We
you're-
bought the rights from Capcom.
So your prediction is they're remaking Onimusha.
Yeah, I'm willing to take no points on this one.
Just to have those.
Do you think I'm going to get any points?
Predictions are just as much hopes as they are anything else. Matt, Square Enix.
Deus Ex is going to be talked about a lot. Final Fantasy 15, I'm going to narrow down Q1 a little bit more to March because they love the month of March.
Okay.
do.
But their biggest topic is going to be Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally getting a date, and I'm going to go
Okay.
with Q4 next
I
year.
almost went with the Kingdom Hearts one, but I haven't seen enough to even be remotely confident, and I want bragging rights, so
I'm going with Holiday 2016.
Okay, that's
I'm
fair.
going with Onimusha.
Okay. We're going to do EA next. So, Matt, you're going to go again for EA?
EA is going to talk about NHL 16. What is it
Yeah.
now? 16?
16.
Yep.
Which is going to get announced in September, so I'll take my point right now
Okay.
because it's going to happen.
That's what you're. Okay.
They're going to talk about Madden, which is going to come out in August. They're going to talk more about Mass Effect because the head of Mass Effect already sent out the teaser thing.
Okay. You need to pick one prediction, Matt. This is ridiculous.
Those are the three things EA
Okay,
is going to talk
good.
about.
Okay.
Moving on.
But pick one. I wanted to pick one.
Specifically.
If you want your point, say
It's-
one of them.
Say the sports games because
Yeah,
that's an easy
NHL.
point.
So your prediction is the sports games are going to have literally no difference. They're going to come out the same month. They're
They're going to say it's different,
yeah.
but it's the same.
Trust
But
thing.
it's
us.
going to be the same.
This
It's
is
going to
a
come out at the
different
same
game.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Josh.
Josh, EA.
My actual prediction is going to be they're going to give us a boxing game this year.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So like, what is it? Fight Night? Is that
Yeah,
what they made?
Fight Night
Yep.
round
Yeah.
5 would be the newest
Yeah,
one.
it's
Okay.
going to be a new version of Fight Night. They may choose a different name to go with it. Something like they did with what was that, Champion or something like that, where they went with a heavy story mode on it.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
I honestly think it's been a while since they've given us one
So
of those.
you're thinking they're now in UFC. They're going to jump into boxing again.
Just cause.
Okay. No, they don't make that game.
And then my other portion of the is they're going to talk more about Mass Effect and all of the ways that they're going to try and ruin it on me.
Okay, that's just your belief.
Yeah, that's my belief.
Okay.
I'm going with Fight Night for my prediction. My
Okay.
belief is they're going to make me cry, and I will cry probably until the very next podcast.
Okay. My EA prediction is Battlefront will have a Space Battles DLC, and it will be exclusive to one console, whether that be timed or not. So they will have
PC.
exclusivity to either Xbox or
PC.
PS4 or PC. But they will have a Space Battles DLC that will include like the Death Star and the second Death Star, and there's probably more Death Stars, but yeah.
Okay.
But it will be exclusive to one console or one PC.
I had
more
I had a
players.
train of thought and it's completely gone now. I hate all of you.
Sims expansion again. We'll spend an hour talking about it.
That's actually probably a safe
What was
bet
your
if you want
second point?
points.
What was your second? Oh,
Mass
yeah.
Effect.
Mass
Ruining
Effect.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. Guy will come out, show a picture of the Mako. Yeah, that's all we got. And then they'll leave, and then after that it'll be Titanfall 2.
Okay.
That's it. Done.
Oh yeah, that's EA.
That's an
isn't
EA
it?
game, yeah.
Titanfall 2. That's it. Done. And then no release date.
Okay.
And this one will have a story mode.
Yeah.
We've learned
Titanfall 2 now with story.
Titanfall 2 all about story.
All right. Sounds good. Ubisoft. Sam? Prediction.
We already know too much about Assassin's Creed, so that's that.
Yeah.
They might give us a release date. I don't think so. And then they'll basically be, okay, give us money now. That'll be it.
That's okay. Pretty vague prediction.
I don't know. I don't care about Ubisoft that much.
My Ubisoft prediction is Watch Dogs 2 will be revealed for a fall 2016 game. And will promise to deliver on everything that the predecessor did not, just like most developers do anyway.
And it won't.
But Watch Dogs 2 will be revealed for fall 2016. That's important because, yeah. Predicting Watch Dogs 2 is way too easy. I wanted to at least give a date or a time frame. Yeah.
Well, I think we all know Watch Dogs.
Yes,
2 is
it's
getting-
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't even going to go with Watch Dogs just based on how easy that felt.
Yeah.
I feel we're going to get something new in the Prince of Persia franchise.
That'd be awesome. I'd be on board with that.
I think
PS4 remaster.
No.
I
gonna happen.
don't think they're going to go with the remaster.
Which one?
Not after
Which one was the worst one?
that stupid water art version.
Yeah, that one. They're going to remaster that one for PS4.
I will hurt
only.
you.
That one was okay, but the original was like my favorite.
They may. What I'm thinking they may do is go with an actual remake of
Okay.
the original.
Okay.
Like not the Disney version of the remake.
Who was in the movie?
Don't
Jake
talk
Gyllenhaal.
about.
Yeah. He's gonna be the
I
main.
will hurt you.
He's gonna be the
This
main
is, that
voice
is,
actor.
this, none of this is a part
The
of my
main
prediction.
voice actor for the game. That's
None
gonna
of
be him.
this is part of my prediction.
All right, so you're predicting they're going back to the Prince of Persia and they're going to announce a reboot.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Okay, cool.
not a remake, a reboot.
I like that. I like that prediction.
Better words.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Is that what
Matt?
you wanted to say?
I had two things written down, but then I kept thinking of it. I'm not going to write it down. I should have.
Right.
I hate you so much right now. Assassin's
right
Creed
now.
Victory is going to get a name change.
Okay.
And they're gonna promise us it doesn't suck this time.
Yeah, no. That's just a basic prediction, but Division's going to get a date.
Oh,
Okay.
Division,
Cool.
right?
Completely
Yeah,
forgot
we forgot
about
about Division.
Division.
Yeah.
I didn't. I thought about it, but
Spring 2016.
okay. Spring 2016. Okay.
Spring.
Don't make me
Q2.
cry. Don't make me cry.
Okay.
Division
Don't
Q2.
make me cry.
Q2 2016.
No,
All right.
no. Q3
Matt,
2015.
we're going to Nintendo. What's your prediction?
We're going to get an actual release date for Star Fox, and we're going to see gameplay.
Cool.
Okay, that's an
it's-
easy point for you. We'll write that down now. Josh, Nintendo.
Mine's better. I'll get the point.
I didn't come up with any. I wrote something to do with Mario, I'm sure.
That Mario will be there.
Something to do with Mario, I am sure.
Okay.
Do I get a point?
No.
Can we put a point down for Josh anyways?
Josh?
It's my only point.
Mike?
Mine is, regardless of what they have said at the very end of their Nintendo press conference or whatever they call it, they will have a small sliver again of Zelda with the new official release date.
Cool.
I'd say that's a point for you as well.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get like 3 points then.
You
Some
only
new
get
type. Some new type of because with that partnership with that company now, they're gonna show some apps, something related with their app
Okay.
games.
Okay.
Push that a little bit. Definitely some more Splatoon gameplay, and probably they'll have some of the.
Splatoon's already out then, so
Yeah.
it comes out at the end of May.
Yeah.
It's really not.
Never mind.
Wow.
Nintendo Direct this week. I thought it was like September. Never mind.
That's
Whatever.
worse than my something to do with Mario.
It's better. Another wave of amiibos. They're gonna promote something else.
Yep.
Mention some
Yeah.
new ones, and then Star Fox is going to get a release date. It's gonna come out after Zelda in 2016
We're gonna go with that last one. I like that one the most. I
because it's going
funny.
to happen.
Star Fox gets delayed past Zelda.
It's going to happen.
That'd be awesome. All right, I need a Microsoft prediction from you, Sam.
Sunset Overdrive 2Ts.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
It's gonna
I actually
be, it's,
didn't. I
It's
hope
gonna be
so.
their new yearly thing. Either that, or they're gonna bring back.
Insomniac doesn't do yearly games, and if they start, I'm going to be so
It's going.
sad.
They're gonna
But
bring.
I
they're gonna
hope
bring
they
that
do a Sunset
they're gonna
Overdrive
br-
too, because the first one was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jet Set Radio Past.
Okay.
Working title.
Okay.
You're about as good as my Onimusha one.
All right.
I can hope, can I?
We're moving on. Microsoft prediction from me is Rare, which they've been teasing, will reveal their game. Their game will be Banjo Kazooie 3.
Nuts and bolts too.
You know what? I'll take it a step further. It will not be called Banjo Kazooie 3. It will be Banjo Kazooie and then a name.
Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's fair.
Just keep
That's
it
what
simple.
I'm saying. That's what I'm going with.
Just because I want to watch, specifically your two reaction, I also believe Rare is going to have a massive announcement, and we're going to get a new Perfect Dark game.
Oh,
Here's your title. Here's your working title. Banjo. Where the hell is Kazooie?
Banjo Perfect Dark?
no.
Perfect Banjo Dark.
So you're saying they're going to come out and reveal Perfect Dark, Matt? Microsoft prediction?
I don't think Titanfall 2 is going to be at EA's. I think it's going to be at Microsoft's.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
actually a
that's-
fair
That's a
point.
cool prediction.
That's a good one, especially with Windows 10.
Yeah.
All right. We're moving on to Sony, which is the last and final one, and then we're going to get out of here. Sorry, the podcast is going a bit long
That's all
today.
good. It's entertaining.
Sony.
Sony is actually going to show Project Morpheus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's going
On
to
stage
be,
at the press conference to.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And they're hopefully going to get somebody with a little more life to present it.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna
Because-
be a corpse.
No, because the hardware presenter last year was awful.
Yeah,
He was.
That's why it's gonna be a corpse. A little bit more life.
It's going to be Drake.
I would be completely okay with that.
No, Nolan North comes out. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I don't-
And
I'm
I'm
not-
terrible.
I'm not good at remembering names.
Nolan North is a god.
Yeah, I know that. I know he's
Then
good.
how can you not know his name? I'm
Anyways,
disappointed.
your
All right,
prediction.
moving on.
Sony prediction.
Mine's more of a hope.
I swear, if you say Last of Us remastered, I'm going to punch
No! Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 2.
Completely new story arc.
Same characters or no?
you. No,
No, completely new story arc.
Okay.
In Britain.
It's going to be something like what True Detective's doing in terms of it's keeping the same name, but
love
it's
that.
complete-
I love that
Exactly.
idea. Yeah. Okay. Mine is pretty much assumed. Mine is The Last Guardian will be revealed, but They will reveal it as a brand new game, possibly a new title, and completely new everything, because they've already discussed that it might be going a different direction. Unfortunately, that cute dog bird thing is probably not going to be there or something, but I believe it will be unveiled finally after 10 years under new complete gameplay.
I say it's going to be at Gamescom.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
it could be.
Last prediction.
A remaster of the PS2 game where you had a scooter. Don't remember what that game was, but it was awesome.
Your prediction is a game you don't even know the title of.
So,
Sam's going to lose this because he did not prepare.
I don't care. It's E3.
In the words of Illidan from World of Warcraft, you are not prepared.
I don't give a shit. It's E3.
All right.
I'm going to be happy for whatever.
Yeah.
And
We
they
also
got
They're
talked.
going to lie to us a lot.
We're going to get out of here in a second, but me and Matt have talked a little bit about doing a live stream of us watching the E3 press conferences so everybody can hang out and chat in the Gaming Lag community. I think that's a great idea. I think that's what we're going to do. We'll watch some of the bigger press conferences, probably with like the Sony and Microsoft day, and we'll watch those together and watch them on Twitch.
I'm trying to get the day off, which
If not, I will probably stream that because I think it's a great idea.
what?
Now we're going to do plugs. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Chalices. If you want to follow Sam,
At Mr. Gloomdo.
if you want to follow Josh,
At Joe Quiggle.
and if you want to follow Matt.
at Man W the Beard.
And if you
I
want-
do not like being at this end of the table because I'm getting so confused.
And if you want to follow us as a collective group, please follow us at Gaming Lag, 2Gs and Lag. Visit the website, gaminglag.com. Check out our Destiny podcast if you're into Destiny. We do that. We post that every Thursday as an audio and video. The audio of this podcast is every Monday, and the video goes up on Tuesdays. And we do our best to do as much streaming and video content as possible. Please support our swag shop and all of the gamers under the Gamer Support Gamers banner. And if you are a local listener or somebody close to Fredericton, please join us at the Fredericton Gaming Expo on August 15th and 16th. It is the biggest one in the Maritimes and really the only one in the Maritimes. We need to support that.
Don't let just what he said there. If you're from Mexico, come on down. We'll hang out.
Yeah, no,
We're
yeah,
cool.
for sure. I'll talk
Come
to you.
down.
No
Everyone
problem.
come down.
We'll hang
Nanu,
out.
you can come up.
Nanu, definitely.
Yeah,
no problem.
Nanu.
Yeah,
We've got a really comfy sectional for you, buddy.
Wait, how much
Yeah.
will it cost to get Nanu here?
I don't know. He's in the.
We've got two
central-
wallets.
All right, we're going to get out of here now. So thank you very much for watching this week or listening, whichever way. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes as well. See you next week.
Peace out. Boop.